Our big story this hour. The Supreme Court has granted Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal bail, who was lodged in the Tihar Jail under allegations of corruption in Delhi excise policy case. As the Chief Minister walked out of Tihar Jail, AAP leaders as well as party workers huddled around him and celebrated his arrival. The celebrations have also been slammed by prominent leaders of the BJP and other parties. With roads flooded in rains, potholes, water supply issues as well as air pollution, which is expected to intensify in the coming months, Delhi needs urgent attention. While the Supreme Court has granted the Delhi Chief Minister bail, there is a lot that Delhi needs. Amidst the political slugfest and blame game brought about by politicians lie real people, real lives that lay impacted as the political battle just continues to intensify in the national capital. So who will take care of these people? Who will look after the citizens of Delhi as elected political functionaries lie embroiled in one scam or the other? Is of course the big question. Delhi needs action, urgent action that requires focus on citizens and aims to heal the national capital that has lied neglected of late. Joining us at this point, Alok Mehta, Editorial Director, India News. Siddharth Sharma, Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, is live with us. Bijon Mishra, citizen activist, is live with us. Gyanendra Mishra, political analyst, is also joining us live. Let me begin with you first. Siddharth Sharma, Delhi, of course, has now seen today its Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal walk out of jail. He has left Tihar Jail and of course he has addressed jubilant Aam Aadmi supporters who despite the rain had gathered to welcome him. Senior leaders of your party were present there as well. But now the big question, Siddharth Sharma, will governance return to Delhi or will it be more blame game and politicking ahead as well, despite this bail?
Well, Uday, your question has a very easy and a very flimsy kind of an answer. I'll come to it later, but let me come to the substantive part here, which we should not be missing the woods for the trees here. The Supreme Court today unequivocally told Modi Sarkar three things. One, this nation is governed by constitution and not by the delusions of BJP. Two, the CBI arrested Arvind Kejriwal illegally after Supreme Court released him in the ED case. And the third, the CBI and ED are the caged parrots. From these three observations of the Supreme Court, the logical question to BJP now is, will now Modi 2.40, which itself is on crutches, stop seeing power as a weapon to punish and start seeing power as a tool to serve? When is Home Minister Mr. Amit Shah resigning as owner of the caged parrot and the chief architect of this conspiracy to jail an elected chief minister? The byproduct of today's judgment will be that no common man or political party will henceforth get intimidated by BJP's hounding wolves anymore. This nation is blessed by Lord Ram. Arvind Kejriwal is loved by all the Indians, and the common man has a shield called the Constitution. Now, coming to your part about governance, unlike BJP's delusion of this country being governed by its Pradhanji coming out with a signature and overnight coming up to the demonetization unilaterally, Constitution says the legislature frames laws and in assemblies, and that is why in an assembly of Delhi where the laws have been framed, wherever Arvind Kejriwal is, the free electricity of Delhiites continues, the free water of Delhiites continues, the world-class education continues, the Mohalla clinics continue, the senior citizens going to Tirth Yatras continue, the women going in bus service, using free bus services continues. So this very clearly proves that governance has nothing to do with a person attending a particular place or not. And coming to a very silly point, Arvind Kejriwal, if you go through the judgment, it is very clear that there is no bar on Mr. Arvind Kejriwal signing on any files. That is very clear. Now, as far as governance is concerned, this answer is not for you, Uday, for the BJP's ecosystem which lives in a delusion. If Mr. Modi ji can control Manipur without going to Manipur, if Modi ji can sit in Delhi and stop the Russia-Ukraine war, if Modi ji without going to Switzerland can ensure the $310 million worth of Swiss bank money of Adani gets frozen, don't worry, Arvind Kejriwal is living in Delhi and all the Delhiites are getting their work done till now, and from tomorrow onwards, more and more work will go. And I'll give you a small breaking news. Let's understand that for the past few weeks, Manish Sisodia has been going on a Padyatra across Delhi. So he now knows the latest pain points of the people, and the Delhi legislature today with 62 seats is powerful enough and has jurisdiction to frame certain new laws to bring to the people much more benefits than as of they were accruing till now. There will be more coming in the more people-friendly measures will be passed in the Delhi Assembly in the forthcoming in the near future. Let me guarantee that.
Okay, let me take that to let me take that to Bijon Mishra as well. Bijon Mishra, you've heard the Aam Aadmi Party Siddharth Sharma on the show. He's assured people of Delhi that their governance will not suffer. He said it hasn't and will not continue to do so. What do you believe as of course a citizen activist in Delhi? Has Delhi's governance been affected because of the Chief Minister being in jail and now being ordered to stay away from office and not sign files and pass orders without the LG's consent as stipulated by the Supreme Court today?
So Uday, thanks for inviting me. I would definitely tell you that whatever the Aam Aadmi spokesperson spoke, he spoke very eloquently on behalf of the party. So I don't want to get into that. I, as a neutral, non-political person, I would take the position that the moment any leader gets implicated under any law, the first thing as a citizen I expect is that leader should resign from his position. That's the first thing I expect from any kind of a tall leader who is providing leadership. As a citizen, I expect that person is immune, will try to immune himself from any kind of an influence which he is holding or a position he is holding, and he will resign till everything is not settled and well settled in his favor. So the first thing I was expecting out of Aam Aadmi Party, because that party was born out of citizens groups. Kejriwal was a friend of mine who was running an NGO, and he used to talk a lot about water distribution, wealth of water as a property of citizens, vagera, vagera. But then when he came to power, he forgot about all his notes he used to take sitting at the World Bank meetings, and he used to talk in favor of the citizens. He forgot all that the moment he took up the chair of chief ministership. And we were highly disappointed with that, because we thought that a person coming from a social background will bring in a lot of reforms in the political system in the country. But we did not see that happen. But instead we saw he got implicated into various kind of issues which were not expected from people like him. But anyway, what I was trying to mention was, this is not a question of having a gala kind of a fireworks going on to receive him from Tihar Jail, because I feel as a citizen he should have just quietly come out. He should have gone back to his residence, and whatever the Supreme Court has told him to do, he should follow that in letter and spirit. And we want to ensure that, as you mentioned, Udayji, in your opening remarks, we want good governance. We want governance where, if supposing somebody is getting bill of water which is not commensurating with the water he is consuming, then he should get a relief and a redressal promptly. We believe that if the electricity bill is coming inflated, it should come as per the consumption the electricity consumer is consuming. So we want prompt redressal. We want grievances of citizens to be resolved. We want good governance of people who have spotless career within them. We want people to govern on us who have no implications in terms of any kind of a legal proceedings going against them. And we want such political parties to come who will show that what is good governance and what it means to be honest and committed towards the citizen. Because there are a lot of schemes, as the spokesperson of Aam Aadmi mentioned, they have announced. But have they ever done any kind of a study? Have they ever taken any kind of perceptions of the citizens and made those studies public, that what the citizens feel about good governance in Delhi, what are their thoughts, and done by a neutral party, not done by themselves, and they patting their own back. Let it be told by the citizens how good they are running, how schemes are running in Delhi, how effective they are, how satisfied the citizens are. We all want to know that. And it is not rocket science for Arvind Kejriwal. He has been doing that kind of activity when he was running NGOs. He used to do those kind of positions. He used to take those kind of positions on behalf of the citizens. What happened to him now when he has become the chief minister? Why is he not following those norms which he used to tom-tom around when he used to run those NGOs and sit in various government consultations? Why is he not practicing those things which he tried to preach at his time? when he was an NGO leader in the country taking social cause forward? How does those same people forget about the citizens when they get the power? So my contention is citizens are watching very carefully. You know that citizens have brought him to power because they expected a change. They are expecting a great change from the Aam Aadmi Party in terms of benefits to the citizens. And Aam Aadmi Party should ensure that all citizens are happy. And if any leader is found that they are getting into some kind of a legal complication, they should immediately resign and set good standards in the political system in our country. That is missing in our country now. You know tall leaders like Lal Bahadur Shastri. He immediately resigned.
Okay, I'll get in Siddharth for a quick reply to you. But I will also get in then, yes, the others for their perspectives who haven't spoken. Siddharth Sharma, quick response. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mishra ji. He's a senior person and he has also been friends with Arvind Kejriwal. Thank you for, I appreciate his belief that Aam Aadmi Party will come up with more plans. I've already said that this will come through. And he was speaking about certain good standards and that anybody who is implicated or there is an allegation should resign. So doesn't that mean that today, after the Supreme Court's observation about CBI being a caged parrot, so the CBI's own owner, the Amit Shah, the Home Minister Amit Shah should resign. I think that's what he's saying, and I wholly welcome that. It's a welcome step that he's saying.
Right.
Anybody with an allegation should resign. That means that today, if the Supreme Court has said that the CBI is a caged parrot, then the CBI's owner, the Home Minister of India, should resign. I think that's what the implication is.
Well, not really. What it means is,
yeah.
what the Supreme Court has said. I think you need to look.
What is good for the goose, Professor, is good for the gander.
I think you need to.
The shoe is firmly on the other foot now. Anybody with an allegation should resign.
Exactly.
The Home Minister should resign.
The moment legal proceeding starts,
that the CBI is a cage parrot.
You missed my word.
So Mr. Professor Bijon Mishra is saying that the Home Minister of India should resign because he heads today.
Okay, well, that's your interpretation. That's your interpretation of what he said. That's your interpretation of what he said. But I'll get an Alok Mehta as well. Alok Mehta for his perspective. Alok Mehta, Arvind Kejriwal has, of course, been released today from jail on bail. What are the implications of this going to be going ahead for governance in Delhi? Alok Mehta, what do you also make of the stringent conditions that have been put forth on him? The BJP has come out and said this will, make Delhi go into, of course, complete anarchy with no real decisions being taken by the Chief Minister or delay in decisions because of these conditions. What do you make of the war of words that continues despite the bail given to Mr. Kejriwal? And also, where do the AAP's fortunes go henceforth after their national president's release?
Udayji, frankly speaking, because it's a legal case and certainly Supreme Court relief to him as a bail. It's not a judgment by the Supreme Court. And the observation also is like earlier also there was a observation about it. But we know from Narsur Rao days what was happening with the CBI and all, so we are not going about it. But what I feel, that a governance question, because he's a very shrewd person. He was a chief minister but never signed any paper like this. That's why in the liquor case also, more than 10,000 pages of evidence what the agencies are claiming are in the courts. So court will decide how much evidence and how they can prove it in the court. But for governance, because now for 6 months only for elections, Sanjay Singh, day before yesterday, told in channels and everywhere that, we are ready for elections. So now as the Aam Aadmi Party leader, what I feel, a major challenge for him to contest and defeat Congress Party and BJP in Haryana. Major challenge for him because he wants to be a national leader, and certainly he was an RTS activist. His age is not much, but he's about 45, 46. So I think that's why I think he's a long career. And if he concentrate, so governance, somebody what is going on, and with the governor also, lieutenant governor also, they are fighting like in West Bengal, what is happening. So here, all the time he was fighting, attacking with the central government. Still they are demanding against the Home Ministry, and he said central, it's not an independent state, it's a central government is there now. It's a union territory is still there. And that's why I say that you can't confront all the time. Even the court also suggested that, okay, you should sit together. But I think the first thing should be, he should meet governor and solve the problems. A number of agencies are working. DDA is there, corporation is there, corporations are also under him. So, but he has no time for that. Now he will concentrate for Haryana, because NCR, other side is Punjab government also, is Aam Aadmi Party government. So he will try, but depends then how it will happen with the coalition with the Rahul Gandhi. Because either he condemned the Rahul Gandhi and Amit Shah and Modi, and then he can win in Haryana. So it's a real challenge and test for him. And then the Delhi elections. So he will more prepare for his Aam Aadmi Party leader. And the case is also because of Supreme Court said, not the government. Supreme Court says if Aam Aadmi Party got this money, who is responsible for the Aam Aadmi Party? That's why he was in custody. Now he got relief. I think it's good for his health also. I think he will improve first his health so he can serve better for the Delhi wala and for all over India. What he want to do? He want to go to Maharashtra. He want to go to Jharkhand. So as a journalist, I feel that he should concentrate first to calm down with the government fighting with every time. Now he is not in the Anna Andolan movement. He is not Anna is with him and not the BJP is with him. Or the Congress is also with him at present. Just on the name of alliance, they are there. But Kejriwal is fighting in Haryana. All candidates are there. So I think it's a very interesting. But for Delhi wala, they have to wait. After February, they will get some new direction. Otherwise, it is very difficult to hope. What is going on is going on. It's raining, water problem, electricity problem, or whatever problem. Manish Sisodia, I'm sitting in East Delhi. He was just went there with a big crowd and all protection. But he is not bothered what is happening. Number of people, just because of the Nala and all, they are dying or injured everywhere. But he was not bothered. He never seen in this area. Just come as a Julus procession. So Kejriwal will also go in the procession. More money is spent for the Aam Aadmi Party because whatever money they get from the number of people from all over the world. Because he gets sympathy from United States to Sweden to Germany to Britain. Everywhere he is a follower. So I think we should say whatever he can do to come in the power again in Delhi. What his target is. So let us hope.
What impact will today's developments have on the Delhi elections then? They are due early next year. Also, will this have any impact on Haryana or not really, according to you?
I think in Haryana, that's why I'm saying that because he will concentrate in Haryana, at least if we get 5 or 10 seats also.
But is that looking likely, according to you?
I think it's a very difficult. But depends on how much cooperation he gets from in fighting and all this. Because the Congress party, if they think, okay, inside if you get 5 seats, we'll be happy because we want some coalition. But I think for Hooda, he will not compromise like this. But maybe we don't know what happened in 2013-14. You remember? He got support from the Congress party itself when he came to power for a few months. That's why they call it a 3-time chief minister. Because he can get any support from anywhere, from Chotala. Om Prakash Chotala was also in jail in the teacher scheme. He also came out in the bail earlier also. So one can come in the bail and maybe he will get jail after 5 years or 10 years. I don't know. Because what happened with the Lalu Yadav? After 10 years, he was ruling. Even the Rabri Devi became, and again he came in the power. He was also union minister. So Kejriwal also in judiciary system. One side we believe in judicial system, but our system is such that one can come and go and come and go. But if we get more than 2 years jail, then it will be a problem to contest for at least for 6 years. It will be a problem for him, depending how fast his judgment goes in judiciary work, not depend on the BJP or Congress.
Yes. Gyanendra Mishra is also with us. Let's quickly get in his perspective. Gyanendra Mishra, you've heard out what, of course, Bijon Mishra had to say on governance in Delhi. Siddharth Sharma, of course, responded strongly to him. What do you make of, the fact, of course, Gyanendra Mishra, that the political war of words has continued today as well? The AAP, of course, jubilant. We've seen celebratory scenes outside Tihar Jail and also at their headquarters. The BJP, though, continuing to target them on the stringent conditions that the Supreme Court has imposed, who is getting the political benefit of what has transpired today, according to you, Gyanendra?
So, Uday, from a perspective of a lawyer, I would say that...
And a political analyst, of course.
Yeah, okay. As a lawyer, as a political analyst, I would first say that I would not agree with the stringent conditions which has been put by the Supreme Court on Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. The reason for that is that in a bail, there are certain established restraints that you can put around an accused, which basically, covers that you will not influence the trial, you will not influence the witness, you will not try to destroy the evidence. These are the parameters under which you put in restriction. Now the Supreme Court says that he was in the jail for 6 months and CBI and ED has not been able to produce a shred of evidence which gives any credibility to the accusation. And the Supreme Court also reiterated a very established legal principle that the bail is a rule and jail is bail is a rule and jail is an exception when the trial is going on. So in my view, while granting bail to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, the Honorable Supreme Court would have put whatever restrictions which would have been pertinent to or germane to him not influencing the trial. But if you put someone's personal liberty, you put someone out on the personal liberty, that it is not only because he was in the jail with a true capacity. He's an individual within certain constitutional rights, but he was also in serving chief minister. So putting in blanket ban that you will not attend any official work whatsoever, you will not enter office of the CM, I fail to understand the rationale of these conditions while protecting the fairness of investigation and trial. So that's the one part. Second part, the Supreme Court has not said that he will not attend or sign file in any circumstances whatsoever. The Honorable Supreme Court says that the LG, in a situation where LG feels that it is necessary for the Chief Minister or Mr. Arvind Kejriwal to sign a file, can ask Arvind Kejriwal to sign the file. I am just struggling to understand from which criminal jurisprudence these conditions and restraints are coming, that LG will decide which file he needs to sign or not sign. In my view, it ought to have been given a very clear and precise order that he will not attend any work in relations to the excise department or the liquor scam or any way try to influence the investigation, trial or witnesses, but putting in blanket restraint, thereby almost taking away his position as a chief minister. I am struggling to understand that. Now coming to Mr. Bijan Mishra's observation.
But it's not about taking away from the chief minister. It's about, you have to look at it from the point of the judiciary. It's about possible influence of witnesses as well. The trial is still on, Gyanendra Mishra.
Correct. Therefore, there should be a very clear order that you in no way, and the moment it comes to out that you are trying to influence any witness or trial, your bail will be cancelled. So this is the conditions which you can put within the parameter of criminal jurisprudence. But to say that you will not travel outside country, you will cooperate with the investigating agencies. These are the known restraints.
All right. You believe that those conditions are too strict as of now? We can see, of course, visuals now coming in of a roadshow as well. Arvind Kejriwal participating in that roadshow in the national capital. It's, of course, a show of strength by the Delhi Chief Minister. These are live visuals coming in from the national capital. Arvind Kejriwal is, of course, on his way to his residence. You can say, despite the adverse weather, a lot of people have, of course, lined up there on the streets of Delhi to welcome him. A lot of supporters of the Aam Aadmi Party, of course, are present there as well. In fact, I have another special guest joining us now on the broadcast. Vijender Gupta, senior leader of the BJP, is joining us live as well. He's a leader of opposition in the Delhi Assembly. Vijender Gupta, Aam Aadmi Party, of course, celebrating the release, as we can see, of Arvind Kejriwal as a victory for truth in Delhi. How would you respond?
मैं इसको दुर्भाग्य मानता हूं दिल्ली का।
अच्छा,
कि दिल्ली का मुख्यमंत्री जेल में है भ्रष्टाचार के मामले में, करप्शन के मामले में, और बेल को सेलिब्रेट किया जा रहा है। वो मुजरिम है आज भी, और कल भी वो मुजरिम थे, और कल भी वो मुजरिम रहेंगे, क्योंकि उन्होंने शराब का बड़ा घोटाला किया है। शराब नीति वापस क्यों ली थी? अगर वो कहते हैं कि मैंने कोई अपराध नहीं किया, तो जब ये मामला प्रकाश में आया और ये चोरी पकड़ी गई, भंडाफोड़ हो गया भ्रष्टाचार का, तो तुरंत सबसे पहले मोबाइल क्यों तोड़े गए, फाइलें क्यों जलाई गई? ये तमाम बातों के जवाब चाहिए लोगों को। कोर्ट ने जिन कंडीशन पर बेल दी है, वो कंडीशन जो है वो ये बतलाती है कि वो ये बेल उनके अपने लिए है, जनता के लिए नहीं है। वो आज भी मुजरिम है, वो किसी फाइल पर साइन नहीं कर सकते, कोई मीटिंग अटेंड नहीं कर सकते, वो कोई फैसला नहीं ले सकते, वो सेक्रेटेरिएट नहीं जा सकते, वो मुख्यमंत्री कार्यालय में नहीं बैठ सकते। हाँ, उन्होंने 100 करोड़ का जो अपने लिए घर बनाया उसमें वो रह सकते हैं, वो सरकारी गाड़ी में घूम सकते हैं, वो सरकारी वो सिक्योरिटी के दल बल के साथ घूमेंगे। ये सब उनके अपने लिए है
जी,
व्यक्तिगत, लेकिन जनता को उनकी बेल से कोई फायदा होने वाला नहीं है, क्योंकि वो एक मुजरिम है। और मुझे लगता है कि अब आम आदमी पार्टी पूरी तरह से एक हैबिचुअल ऑफेंडर्स की तरह बिहेव कर रही है, जो बेल का जश्न मना रही है। लेकिन अगर मैं ये कहूं, अब आम आदमी पार्टी का लोगो जो है वो बदल देना चाहिए, और खाओ और खाने दो, इस नीति पर ये लोग चल रहे हैं। और अब करप्शन इनके लिए सिर्फ पॉलिटिक्स जो है, इनके लिए करप्शन करने का एक तरीका है। लोगों के प्रति अपनी जवाबदेही को पूरा करने में पूरी तरह फेल हो गए ये लोग, और इसलिए इसको ये कहना कि सच्चाई की जीत है, बहुत ग्लोरीफाई करना
जी,
ये मुझे लगता है कि उन तमाम ईमानदार लोगों का मजाक उड़ाना है, उनको बेइज्जत करना है, जो वास्तविकता में जिनकी ईमानदारी के कारण आज हिंदुस्तान जिंदा है।
जी। उच्च न्यायालय के हालांकि दोनों जजेस ने डिफर किया था इस मुद्दे पे, कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग ओपिनियंस, कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग राय थे, मगर एक जज ने आज कहा कि सीबीआई का जो अरेस्ट था वो इलीगल नहीं था। इस ऑब्जर्वेशन को आप किस नजरिए से देख रहे हैं? क्या आप खुश होंगे इस ऑब्जर्वेशन से?
देश कानून से चलता है। जिन लोगों को इस देश के कानून पर विश्वास नहीं है, मैं उनको अराजकतावादी कहता हूं, और वो देश के लिए घातक है। अगर आपकी चोरी पकड़ी जाए और आपके खिलाफ कार्रवाई हो, तो इस देश का कानून जो है वो दोषी है, वो राजनीति से प्रेरित है। तो ये इस तरह की भावना, अगर चोर ही
जी
सर्टिफिकेट देने लगेंगे, तो फिर इस देश में न्याय प्रक्रिया समाप्त हो जाएगी।
मगर जमानत दिया गया है आज, और हम देख रहे हैं आम आदमी पार्टी के दफ्तर के बाहर जश्न का माहौल है। ये लगातार दृश्य हम अपने दर्शकों को दिखा रहे हैं। दिल्ली से आ रहे हैं, आज सड़कों पे काफ़ी आम आदमी पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता निकले हैं। आम आदमी पार्टी के नेता हैं, ये कह रहे हैं कि लगातार एजेंसियों का दुरुपयोग हो रहा है केंद्र सरकार द्वारा। अब ये जमानत के बाद आपको लगता है कि विपक्ष का हौसला और बुलंद होगा? ये विपक्ष का जो आरोप है ये और आपको सुनने को मिलेगा, विजेंद्र जी?
मुझे लगता है कि बेल तो किसी भी मुजरिम का अधिकार है, और बेल उन्होंने मांगी, बेल उनको मिली, लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि उनका अपराध समाप्त हो गया या मुकदमा खत्म हो गया। सजा तो निश्चित होगी, क्योंकि सारे पुख्ता सबूत सामने हैं, और अदालत ने भी कोई मेरिट पे बेल नहीं दी है। कोई केस कमजोर है, चोरी नहीं हुई है, ये बात कोर्ट ने नहीं कही है। कोर्ट ने यही कहा है कि क्योंकि जेल में रहते हुए बहुत समय हो गया, तो इसलिए बेल उनका अधिकार बन सकता है। लेकिन चूंकि अभी इंक्वायरी बाकी है, अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रहा है, सारे तथ्य सामने आ रहे हैं, लोगों के बयान भी हैं और तथ्य भी हैं और फैक्ट भी। और अब तो गोवा के विधायकों ने भी बोल दिया, जो चुनाव लड़े थे, कि हमें 90 लाख रुपए दिए गए। तो ये जो पैसे की बंदरबाट की थी, और शराब घोटाले में जिन कंपनियों से सौदा किया और फिर उनके अनुसार शराब नीति बनाकर उनको ठेके दिए गए, और फिर बाद में उस नीति को वापस ले लिया क्योंकि चोरी पकड़ी गई, सारा मामला सामने आ गया। तो ये सब बातें सबके सामने है, इसलिए इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं हो सकती। तथ्य तथ्य है, तथ्यों को झुटलाया नहीं जा सकता।
जी, अब मुख्यमंत्री को भी आदेश दिया गया है कि वो फाइल्स पे साइन नहीं कर सकते, सेक्रेटेरिएट भी नहीं जा सकते हैं। क्या आपको लगता है दिल्ली के गवर्नेंस पे सबका असर पड़ेगा?
ये सिर्फ ड्रामेटिक है। अगर ये सब है तो सरकार फंक्शन कैसे करेगी? इनको रिजाइन करना चाहिए। हम इनके रेजिग्नेशन की डिमांड करते हैं। जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने यहाँ पर इतनी कंडीशंस लगाई हैं और 6 महीने से आप सरकार कैसे चला रहे थे वो भी बताइए। आपने कहा मैं जेल से सरकार चलाऊंगा। आप तो बाहर आकर सरकार नहीं चला सकते, तो जेल से आपने कैसे सरकार चलाई? और जिसका नतीजा ये हुआ कि थोड़ी सी बारिश हुई और 50 लोग मर गए, डूब के मर गए। आज दिल्ली की सड़कों की क्या हालत है? आज दिल्ली में किस तरह जाम लगे हुए हैं? आज दिल्ली के लोग किस तरह परेशान हैं? कि तो चीज है ही नहीं दिल्ली में। ये तो जबरदस्ती का सारा सौदा है कि आप सत्ता को हथियाए बैठे हैं, लोगों का काम नहीं करेंगे। आज युवा परेशान है, आज महिलाएं परेशान है, आज स्कूल जाने वाले बच्चे परेशान हैं। स्कूलों में शिक्षा के नाम पर आप जिस तरह का ढोंग रच रहे, हायर एजुकेशन में आपने डीएसयू में जितना बड़ा घोटाला किया, जल बोर्ड में जितना बड़ा घोटाला किया, जिस तरह अस्पतालों के निर्माण में आपने कितना बड़ा घोटाला किया, ये सब मामले एक के बाद एक खुल रहे हैं, सबके सामने आ रहे हैं।
जी बिल्कुल। अच्छा, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा इस मसले पर भी जो एक्साइज पॉलिसी का है, इस स्कैम, इस केस को आप स्कैम कहते हैं, आप कहते हैं कि बहुत बड़ा घोटाला है, मगर आम आदमी पार्टी का ये लगातार दावा है कि कुछ नहीं हुआ, ये सब झूठ है, ये सब बेबुनियाद बातें हैं। और उनका ये भी कहना है कि आज जमानत इस वजह से मिली है क्योंकि देयर हैज बीन नो करप्शन इन दिस केस। क्या जवाब देंगे उनको आप?
कोर्ट ने तो ये नहीं कहा, अभी तो फैसला ये कहाँ का है? मैं थोड़ा समझना चाहता हूँ आपसे।
नहीं, वो कह रहे हैं।
नहीं, आपने ऐसा बोला,
वह कह रहे हैं,
आप ऐसा कह रहे हैं।
हमने बोला है कि लीकर पॉलिसी मतलब शराब घोटाला, और शराब घोटाला हुआ है, इसमें तो कोई दो राय नहीं है। इस पर तो कोई दो तर्क नहीं है। ये तो सब मानते हैं, ये तो वो लोग भी मान रहे हैं, खुद भी मान रहे हैं कि घोटाला हुआ है। और वो कहते हैं घोटाला हमने नहीं किया। तो किसने किया है? पॉलिसी किसने बनाई थी? पॉलिसी वापस किसने ली? आप कहते पैसा पकड़ा नहीं गया। सारे तथ्य तो सामने आ गए। पैसा आपने बांट दिया, जिनको पैसा आपने दिया वो सामने आ गए, जिनसे पैसा लिया आपने वो सामने आ गए। तो जो लोग ईमानदारी की दुहाई देते थे, अब वो चोरी पकड़े जाने पर उसमें तरीके निकाल रहे हैं बच के निकलने की। ये बहुत
Absolutely. Now, we talk about the Delhi elections. They are, of course, due in 6 months. Vijender Gupta, क्या आपको लगता है कि ये जो मुद्दा है ये अब चुनावों तक गर्म रहेगा? क्या आपको लगता है कि अब आम आदमी पार्टी विंडिकेशन क्लेम कर पाएगी या फिर आपके चार्जेस जो हैं वो अभी भी जारी रहेंगे?
ये वैसा ही है जैसे 21 दिन की बेल पर आए थे लोकसभा के चुनाव में, और इन्होंने कहा था कि जेल का जवाब वोट से।
जी,
नारा दिया था आम आदमी पार्टी ने, जेल का जवाब वोट से, यानी कि लोग वोट देकर केजरीवाल को जिताएंगे, उनके लोगों को जिताएंगे, और क्योंकि वो जेल गए हैं तो वोट से उनको उनके पक्ष में मत डाल। लेकिन वो तो 7 सीटें हार गए, तो इसका मतलब तो साफ हो गया कि लोग इनके जेल जाने से ये भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त है, और इनकी पूरी टीम भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त है, इससे पूरी तरह सहमत है। और इस बार भी चुनाव में इनके भ्रष्टाचार की जो ये पूरी एक जमात है उसके खिलाफ मतदान होने वाला है।
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.